Good evening, friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming at you with a three CGC box unboxing. That's right. Tonight we're going to go through 3 CGC boxes, one of which arrived late last week, 2 arrived on Saturday, and I am going to unbox these for you today. Hey guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser and certified, that's a new one. I'm an authorized, that's the word I was looking for, authorized CGC dealer located up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. But even though I am up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, I also service my friends south of the border of the United States as well. Guys, I'll get through this I'll try to get through 3 boxes as efficiently as possible. I will be going to the chat section at some point tonight. Probably after each box, I'll visit the chat section, see who's in the house. If you have any questions for me pertaining to the grading process, the pressing process, collecting in general, or anything you want to talk about, go to that chat window just over on the right side of your screen there and throw me a comment, and I will try my best to get to that at some point today. Guys, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. When I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away this awesome Jim Lee print. This print was actually donated to us by Rob out of Toronto, and it is a nice it's an awesome Batman print, and it's actually signed by the man himself, Jim Lee. So get on here and hit that subscribe button right away. Hit the like button as well too, and always leave comments in the comment section below, because you know what, sometimes I choose my winners based on the comments you leave. So do that. All right, be sure to leave a comment. All right guys, we got 3 boxes. Let's get to it right away. The first box, you know what? Again, I didn't look inside these boxes. I'm not sure what the heck's arrived, whether it's modern or what. It's probably modern, because let's be honest, those are mostly what I get. I'm just going to move my keyboard out of the way here, like so, and get us started. First and I'm going to, again, guys, check these slabs out very carefully, because I have been getting not a lot, but the odd slab is coming cracked, and so I had to get those back to CGC within a good amount of time. Now here we got I heard a little cracking, but it's not a crack. A nice copy of Batman Adventures 12 and a 9.0 right there. Not bad. So off to a modern-y kind of start here, right? So let's keep going and see what we got here. All right, we have, I'll try to hide them from you. Okay, that's what I like to see. A What If number 1 in a 9.8. How often do you see that in 9.8? Not too often, actually. That's not a bad one right there. And checking that slab out, and the slab looks pristine, which is great. All right, moving right along. We got, and also I haven't even seen the submission form yet, so I don't know what's going on and who. Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. This is a reholder. Well, I got a feeling this belongs to you, Pete. Am I wrong? 9.6 Avengers Annual 10. First appearance of Rogue. And that slab looks much nicer. And I believe, well, it's a re-slab, so I'm assuming that one belongs to Pete, because I believe he did send one. I'll put that invoice there. What else do we have? We have also a modern X Factor number 5. First appearance of Apocalypse and Cameo. Taking the slab out in a 9.0. That's a newsstand copy. Another invoice. Stuff over there. All right. Moving right along. What else we have here? We have Secret Invasion number 1 in a 9.6. Again, checking the slab, looking good. Look, and a couple of these boxes are pretty banged up, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna discover some cracked slabs. We have a Spawn number 1 in a 9.8, which is nice to see. Very nice comic. I just submitted a series of Spawn number 1 through 15 or 16, I believe, for Nelson. Those are on the way to CGC. We have, oh, another invoice. So, Original Sin, Amazing Spider-Man number 4 in a 9.8. Okay, and that's not too bad. Sorry, I gotta take them out of the bags, guys. It's the only time I really inspect the books, other than when my daughter sorts them for me. But I like to go over them really well. Oh, a lot of single orders here. We have, the Totally Rad Life of Violet. This one belongs to a fella out of Pickering, I believe. It was a 9.8. Now that's no comment. Nice looking cover. Anyway, that's all right. We have another copy of another invoice. A lot of single orders, it looks like. We got a Amazing Spider-Man 300 8.5 newsstand with that nice Venom label. I think it's a full box of 25 here. Another label right there. Look at that. Wow. This is a 2-book order. Newsstand copy of Amazing Spider-Man 252. Newsstand copy, like I said. Nice. Actually, I'm seeing all this Venom stuff here. We just finished watching Spider-Man 3 in my film class. So we did the for the Raimi trilogy. And I actually didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. Didn't love it, but didn't mind it either. Hulk 340 in a 9.2. And a direct copy. Like halfway through this box. There's quite a bit more to go. Let's see here. Oh, yes. This one's for my friend Jeff out in Port Dover. Jeff B. It's a 1-book order, and this was, you'll see this on my Instagram soon, guys. This was a 9.4. Now a 9.8. Although it did drop, it was a white pager. It's now off-white to white pages. But you know what? I would trade that for a 9.8. So that is awesome. Very happy to see that. You know, he was going to take the book back, and I said, you know what, Jeff? I got a feeling this is a really good contender for a nice 9.8 bump. And it was. So I'm very happy about that. Let's see what else we got here. We got a Savage She-Hulk number. Geez, another invoice. Lots of invoices on this one. Savage She-Hulk number 1 in a 9.4. I'm gonna just take a second to put some of these back so that my table doesn't collapse on me. And again, guys, remember this is a 3-box unboxing. I have another 2 boxes over there. Once I get through this one, we'll go to the chat room, say hi to everybody, and then we'll get right back to the unboxing as well. All right. Well, while I'm putting these away, guys, I don't know if you received it or not. I just dropped my latest summer newsletter. If you're not subscribed to receive my newsletters, you want to get over to my website, thecomicdoctor.com, or just comicdoctor.com. And there's a couple. If you go to contact me, I think a little mailing list icon or box opens up, and you can just put down your pertinence, and you'll receive my newsletter whenever I send them. And I haven't sent one out since I think the winter time, but I sent one out just today. So if you want to have a copy of that, head over to my Facebook page. There's a link there, and then sign up on my website, like I said, so you'll receive future ones right directly in your mailbox. Okay, let's keep going here. We got a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 315. I love that cover, and a 9.8. So we're starting to see a little more 9.8s, which is nice to see. Instead of getting boxes of purely 9.6s, it's nice to see some 9.8s. Oh, look at that, another one. Amazing Spider-Man 365, first Spider-Man 2099 in a 9.8. It's good to see. What else? We have... Oh, all right. And I've been seeing these coming back in 9.8s lately. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars in a 9.8. Not bad. This is the third one I've seen of this book in a 9.8 recently. We have a copy of Wolverine number 4. Now this is a reholder. These are reholders. These are, I think, Jeff's books as well. The Star Wars guy. And these are his reholders of Wolverine number 4. Yeah, and we wanted the custom label. And I think there's 2 more as well. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, there's one right there in the custom label. And there's that one in custom label as well. Cool. We then have another invoice. These are Gus's books, I believe. These ones. Or maybe not. Maybe not, actually, because there's 2 of them. Is it the same invoice? Yeah, these are Gus's, I believe. There were 2. We got a Marvel Spotlight number 5, Ghost Rider in a 6.0. And another one in a 5.0, which are pretty cool. And those belong to Gus. And if you know, whoop, just lost my screen there. And if you guys remember Gus, his books are usually always for sale. So if you want one of these Spotlight books, Ghost Riders, Gus is your man. All right, let's move right along here. We've got a Silver Surfer number 4 in an 8.0. These were crack and resubs, and I think this one went down. Actually, this was an 8. I think this was an 8.5, and it dropped down to an 8. So there is some good news. There is some good news. There's 2 more, I think. Here, let's have a look. Yeah, this X-Men 121, for example. Off white to white pages 9.8. This I believe was a 9.2 or a 9.4. I don't remember exactly. I have it buried somewhere, so I'll put these on my Instagram. But this one I think was a 9.2 or a 9.4. And if I recall correctly, there was one more. Yeah, this one here was a 9.2 or a 9.4 as well, and it came back a 9.6. As you can see, it's also a newsstand, which is pretty cool. Right. Well, it's not too bad. Not always a guarantee, my friends, when you crack and press, but oftentimes, more often than not, the results are usually positive, especially if you're very critical of the books you're sending in, which you should be, right? It's a gamble. We got here another. Wow, a lot of orders in this box. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 362 newsstand in a 9.6, and that's it. Wait a second. Did we already go through the other ones? Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. There you go. Check this out, guys. This was crazy. Look at all these submission forms. Whoa, I don't want to drop these. These are very important. But basically, we had about probably 7 or 8 different orders in this one box. So that's pretty crazy. So that's one box with a lot of orders. I know you guys like when I have those boxes, because you know what? That means more people are getting their books returned, right? People are happy when they see that. When you see one box that belongs to one person, it's nice to see that too, but there's no chance any of your books are in there, is it? So let me put some of these back here, and we will go over to the chat window. Let's go over there right now, actually. Chat window, where are you? Boom. Let's see who is here today. I don't know why this is not working. I'll push it down a little bit. There we go. All right, we'll transition over. Sam is here. Hello. Smash that like. Sam, you read my mind. Please, guys, smash that like button and leave that subscribe. Oh, I got a $5 super chat. I'm not sure who's it from. I got a feeling I know who it's from. But we'll come to that in a minute. And thank you very much for the super chat as I put these comics away. The Real Hyperion, James is in the house. James is here as well. Thank you. And James, thank you for leaving that Google review today. That's right, guys. If I've done work for you and you're happy with the work I've done, please go over to Google and leave me a Google review. When I hit 100 reviews, I'm going to have a draw for another $100 giveaway. And I think Henry was the last person to win that one. And Henry's actually in the chat room, was in the chat room anyway. Well, you are certifiable for dealing with us. That's right. I am certifiable. I sometimes think, am I crazy? Why am I doing this? Because it's a lot of friggin' work and a lot of headaches. But you know what? When it runs smoothly, it runs great. It's only when things get really busy where I start getting stressed out, and then I wonder, what the hell am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And it's, you know what, guys? Honestly, it's CGC. It's the CGC portion of this business is what is the pain. It's the pain in many, many, many ways. And in fact, if I didn't have to do CGC, it'd be a much simpler business, and I probably wouldn't even have to charge HST. But because it is what it is, There we are. All right, let's see who else is in here. Good to see you, Sam. And Henry is here. How you doing from Montreal? How are you, Sam? Put my chair up a little bit here. There we go. I'm going to drink of water, too. Stacy CD, how's it going? Stacy says, hey, Kevin, cheers from Kingston. Have you noticed if the waves in the book resulting from the inner well are still a problem? Hopefully they're being corrected. I don't know. Some books seem to demonstrate it more than others. Yeah, I just don't think the inner well should be a one size fits all, right? I mean, every book, I mean, if you look at books from the 70s and 60s and compare them to modern books, they're very different, right? They're quite larger. So if you're using an inner well for a modern book, a really modern book, you know, if you're using the same one as you would for a book from the 1960s or 70s or a golden age, that's a problem, right? So I don't know. I hope so. It does not seem to be as prevalent in this submission. So we'll see. Dave House says, hey, Kevin, question about CGC greater nose. Does light creasing mean non-color breaking in your experience? Light creasing, listen, you can't always get rid of creasing, right? I was talking with Kevin up in Thunder Bay, and he's got a Hulk 181 he's sending back. He wasn't happy with the results. And I'll tell you, I looked at it closely. Well, he sent me some pictures, and it looks like the actual book's been bent, like physically bent inside that inner well. So I had him send it back to me. I hope it's on its way back now because I want to inspect it closely. You know, he thought that some of the creasing should have gone away. And if the creasing has not caused any fiber breaks, like torn fibers, because you can have broken fibers and have color still there, right? You could smooth that out, but you're never going to get rid of the crease completely. The only time you might get rid of that crease is if you're working on older pulpy books from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I've seen some really harsh creases disappear. But on a modern book, like a book from the 1960s and up, no. And what I mean by that is this. Let me just grab a piece of paper and show you what I mean. So say you have a book, you know, you got a paper like, and you've got a say you've got a bend that's kind of like this. Hold on, let me just try to make this work. Yeah, there we go. So say you've got a bend like this. That bend's no problem because I'm going to try to focus on it. Yeah, this bend does not have any fiber breaks in it. It's just a bend. So I can press that out. The color just really got weird there. Whoa, there we go. The crease on this situation can be removed completely, but if you have a crease that's more like this, that's deadly, right? Because now, as you can see, and it's going to be all weird colored again, you can see a sharp crease. When you've got a sharp crease, no matter what you do, there's always going to be remnants. No matter, I mean, I can press this out, it'll be smooth, but if you look closely, there's going to be some remnants, you know, because the fibers of the paper have been pinched, they've been broken. There's only so much you can do. I'm a miracle worker, but I can't fix the fibers in the paper. So if you have a bend like that, it might not necessarily be color breaking, but if it's a severe fold or a severe crease, pressing may not. It'll improve it. It'll improve it for sure, but it might not be gone completely. That Amazing Spider-Man 129 that I worked on, that was my own. It came back an 8. It had a bend in the bottom right corner. I pressed that about 4 or 5 times, and no matter what I did to it, every trick in the book, if you look closely, you can still see some remnants of that bend. And it's going to affect the grade, of course. Anyways, I hope that answers your question, Dave. Blade Man, hey, buddy, how's it going? Are you coming out to the show on Sunday? That's right, guys. Hey, there's a show, and Steve the Blade Man is probably going to be there too. This Sunday, the 26th, I will be at the Toronto Comic Book Show taking submissions. I am not going to be giving books back at the show. Please don't ask. I am not doing it. I can't because I got way too many. And if people want me to, it would take me probably a day and a half to organize that, guys. I just don't have that kind of time. So I'm not giving books and to be honest, most of the orders that are here are not complete anyway. So I'd rather just not go there. So I'm not returning books at the show, but if you want to drop off books at the show, if you want to save yourself a trip to Oshawa, although coming to Oshawa is not that far from the GTA, but if you're on the other side of Toronto, it can be a bit of a ride. If you want to come out to the Toronto Comic Book Show, the best comic book show in my opinion in the GTA, Look forward to seeing you there. I'll be there. What I recommend you do though, is also, if you want to talk for a little bit about your comics, get the paperwork done before you come. Go to my website, comicdoctor.com, fill out a submission form, bring it with you, print it out, bring it with you. So that part of the submission process is done, so we can talk for a second, right? Instead of sitting there filling out forms. Anyways, but I will have manual forms there too, if you want to fill it out manually, if that's your jam. But good to see you, Steve. I think you are coming, right? I hope you are. Comic Journey says, good evening, gentlemen and gentlewomen and gentle gender neutrals. Yes, that's a good hello to everybody, right? Did you have to use a special machine to press those hologram books? No. Are you talking about 365 Spider-Man with the hologram in the middle? That book pressed out fine the way it is. Although, because the card is so thick, you don't always get the best press on those books. The hologram books you want to be careful with are the books that are the ones that are completely made of plastic. There are those covers that have the whole cover is a hologram cover, and the back and the front is almost like metallic, holographic. You don't want to press those. If you press you can cold press them, but if you hot press those, you're gonna shrink them, and then what happens on those is then the ends flare out. So you want to avoid that. So when you're buying hologram books with like full page hologram backs and covers, really inspect the books well, because pressing those books, not a good idea. All right. David Bell. Hey, Dave, how's it going? I'm coming to see you to pick up my order on Saturday. Do I need a schedule? Just come on in. I'm open at 11 o'clock. Look forward to seeing you. And I think Leo's coming with you. Maybe. Thomas, geez, I hope these Spideys are mine. 315 and 365 in a 9.8. I won't know. I just jumped there. Whoop, where we go. We won't know for a little while, Thomas. My daughter will sort these hopefully by Thursday or Friday. And guys, I will call. Please be patient. I will sort these as I can. Everything in due time, right? These books are here. My daughter will probably sort them on Thursday or Friday. They may be ready for Saturday, but I can't guarantee it. But for the following Saturday, for sure. But for this Saturday, can't guarantee it. Wayne, hey, Kev. My fast tracking is paying off. I think they're in queued, and I think it's scheduled for grading. I think so. I have to check. I think so, though. Man, these videos come out of nowhere. What's up, Doc? Hey, chat, smash that like button, guys. Nice work on the Star Wars one, Doc. Have a great night, everyone. And Prince Zodak, Neil, thank you so very much for your super chat. Always appreciate it again, my friend. Thank you. And your books are really close. I'm actually, guys, like I said, we're almost done. Well, when I say almost done in 2021, the end is near. It's very near. Like I've got a stack like this of submissions that will take me to January the 1st. And so I'm seeing everybody, I'm getting very excited because we're getting close, and I'm getting through quite a few books each week. Although when I do see, like you can see behind me, I don't know if you can see it or not, I've got bundles of CGC books there. When I do CGC submissions, it always takes 2 days, and I end up not pressing for 2 days, which sucks, but that's kind of the way it goes. But we're getting there. I'm getting excited. And once we get into the new year, I think we'll hammer through them quickly, because I did 2 submission freezes, if you recall. And because I did 2 submission freezes, I don't have lots of books from March and not a lot of books in April. So I have a bit in February and January, and a little bit, few trickled in here and there, but no smashing big orders. Well, that being said, I do have a lot of people who put orders in. I just don't have books here with me physically. So, if someone did a submission form, they're not obligated to send me books. I mean, you can put a submission form in to hold you a place in my queue. Doesn't mean I'm going to hold you to it. If you decide you don't want to get them pressed, or you went somewhere else or whatever, that's the way it goes. But so some of those books won't come in. And so anyhow, I hate to lose the business, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy that I'm not going to be, hopefully not. Well, we'll see what happens after this Sunday. I might do another submission freeze on Sunday if I got a lot of books coming in on from the show. I hope that, well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Thomas, also could be my 362 9.6. Could be Thomas. We'll know very soon. After Henry will go to the next box. Yes, I'm here, and yes, I did win that 100 used against my second order. Still at CGC storage. I mean, great. Yeah, I know, Henry. I saw your books. Actually, I was organizing some books the other day, and I saw your order. I'm going, my God, Henry is waiting so long. Many of you are waiting a long time for those damn economy books. I'm done. I told you last time, I'm done doing economy. But what I've decided to do is this. Books that I have that are economy, I'm upgrading it to economy fast track. And I'm going to charge, books that I have here, like the people have been waiting for a long time, those books are going to go fast track, and I'm going to give you my discount on those economy books. But books that received after June the 1st, I already made an announcement a while back, but books that come in after June the 1st, the regular economy fee is going to apply, but I will still give you the discount on the fast track portion, at least. It's better than nothing, I suppose, okay? That way we can get those economy books. They'll come a lot quicker. I'm not doing this anymore. And the reason why I have my whole upper level of my home is congested because I have so many books waiting to get picked up because these bloody economy books are still sitting there at CGC. Orders would be over. I have to go. This table, nothing fell. I got the comics right here, but this table's about to collapse. So let me go I'll be right back. I'll get the next box ready to go. Let me go to my be right back window, and I'll be right back with the next box. So stay put. Be right back. All right, guys, I am back. That was a close call. The table just kind of collapsed in my hands, but I was strong enough to hold everything up. So that's fantastic. Let's go to the main banner page so I can show you what's coming in this box. Here we go. All right, so we've got, again, guys, look at this. Probably about 5 or 6, maybe more, 7 or 8 orders. So we got lots of different orders here. So that's good news. We got a lot of orders here from various different clients, which is great. Let me shove this over a bit and see what we got. I think we even have a couple of Signature Series books in here, which is kind of cool. All right, so first and foremost, we have Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Nice book. In a 9.8. Here we go. First book in. I love when I see first books being 9.8. That now it warms the cockles of my heart, and I really get excited because I think that maybe, just maybe, there'll be more 9.8s. Let's see. I think Kevin spoke too soon. J. Scott Campbell, 9.6. Well, there's 198. There's always got to be a couple more. Hey, what do you think? Let's see. Not yet. Spider-Man #1. Hip hop variant cover. I've never even heard of this book, but 8.0. All right. Again, guys, with modern books, a modern book like this, they're going to crucify it. You get an 8 when they're... The damage on these books, they take very seriously, and the book grade will plummet, even with very minor problems. We've got a Spider-Man 238 with no tattoos in it, and that's an 8.0. What else we got here? We have, oh, here we go. Chris Claremont, 8.5, 101. I think this comes from, it fell out in Montreal, if I remember correctly. So many people. And yeah, not bad. The Claremont book looks really good. Next we have another Chris Claremont. This is a 9.2. Making sure the slab's all good. Wolverine #1, newsstand. Custom label as well. And if I recall correctly, I think CGC pressed these ones. Because if I remember correctly, CGC did. I think the fellow wanted me to do them, but oh my God. I'm pretty sure CGC... Let me see if I can find that. I'm pretty sure they did. In-house signing grading, in-house signing grading. Or they didn't even press it at all. I don't think, yeah, check this out. Look at this. Look at that. And Right in the corner, right up here. Or no, the other side, right here. Yeah, look, check that out. Lots of pressable defects, and there's a line right there that shouldn't be there. I don't know if they pressed these books or not. They don't look pressed. So I don't know. Anyway, it's a shame. If I remember correctly, I couldn't get them done in time. Like that's the thing with these signings. I can't get them done in time. They don't give enough turnaround time. Not for me, not anymore. Maybe in the near future when I get caught up, I can do an express service of some kind for these signature series. But yeah, it's really hard. Here's a Wolverine #1 and a 9.0 with that nice custom label. You know, custom labels are starting to get more and more popular, guys. What do you think of the new labels? You like those? Next, we're going to have a look. Oh, another one. In a 9.2. That's a direct edition. Yeah, they don't seem as... someone was asking earlier about the waviness. They don't seem quite as wavy as some of the other ones I've seen. New Mutants 98 in a 7.0. Right. Captain America 241. Oh, what's that? Is there a chip on this? Something fell out of the bag. Make sure there's no chips on it. No, it doesn't look like it. All right, this one is a 7.5. Punisher appearance with Captain America. It's hot in here, guys. That big one was on earlier. A few of the smaller ones are on. What do we have here? Venom number 27 in a 9.6. Why 9.6 was a nice book, if I recall correctly. They're being picky, and maybe this is one of those boxes after all. Maybe this is one of those boxes after all. Well, we should have had a couple more 9.8s. Big box, that's for sure. Next we have a, oh, come on. We have an X-Men 282 in a 9.2. We have a X-Men 256 in a 9.4. Just feeling for cracks here. Move things along a little quicker. Quickler. Oh my God. Time for bed. Quickler. I said quickler. Do you believe that? Oh, wow. That's not bad. That's a good book to have in a 9.8 white pager. First Deathstroke, New Teen Titans #2. Yeah, I'm going to put these books back in the box here before I have another collapse or calamity. Let's go back to the chat room while I'm getting this better and I can read over some other things here. Adam says, whoa, where's Adam? Oh, Dennis is in the house, it looks like. Adam says, the X-Men 120 was sweet. Yes. Almost X-Men books from that time period now. You get them in 9.8, they're big money. A couple grand, I think. Henry says, super happy with the results of my FF5. I bet. If you still have it, that thing keeps going up. Arnold Chang, hey Kevin, do you collect Magic the Gathering cards? I do not, Arnold. I do not collect. I don't collect cards at all. My son, like I said, was into Pokemon, but I'm not really into. I know nothing about this stuff. Although I do know people that are. You collect that? You collect everything, I think, Arnold, don't you? Henry says, hey Kev, are you coming to the Montreal Comic-Con? Wasn't planning on it. I've always wanted to go. I'll tell you, I was gonna set up there once because Henry, you will not believe how many calls I get from Montreal, residents telling me there's no one that does CGC out there. And the closest one, they say. I got a call just the other day. Another fellow was asking if I could do his books for him. So I mean, and I've got quite, including yourself, I've got a handful of really loyal Quebec clients. So I thought about doing it. But it's just so much, to go a whole weekend. It wouldn't go for a day. I'd go for the whole weekend, right? It's a lot of commitment to do that. So maybe one day I will. But what is it? Is it coming up soon? I'm not even sure. Comic Jar, I did mean the ASM 365. I figured you did. Prince Zodiac's here again, and Neil's back. Do we in the States get a one-day window to mail invoices that are complete and in queue? One-day window to mail invoices that are complete and in queue. I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. Do you mean you're the same as the Canadians. I mean, I'll send invoices out, and then when usually within a few days, people pay it off. I'm usually okay within a few days. If it's if you've got a bill that's like in excess of $1,500 or $2,000, I always appreciate speedy payment, because I usually have a few of those types of orders, and you can imagine my credit card is maxed when after CGC bills me, so I have to pay that off so I don't have to incur any interest charges, and so as long as it's paid within a reasonable amount of time, or just talk to me. I'm pretty flexible, Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Neil? Let's keep going with this box. In the meantime, let's go back to I'll come back to the chat in just a moment. We've got a Uncanny X-Men 142 and an 8.0. I'm going to check for cracks. This box is, another 121. Not quite as high a grade this time, but in a 5.0. But we've been seeing a lot of this book, eh? 121, 109, 122. Been seeing a lot of these books come in. Another Avengers Annual 10 in a 7.5. We've got, I love this book, Marvel Chillers number 3 in a 9.4. Awesome book. Yeah. What else do we have here? X-Men 141, Days of Future Past. I'm pinching the bottom and see if any cracks are there in a 9.0. Not as many 9.8s in this one. X-Men 125 and a 9.6. All right, we're going to go on with New Teen Titans number 44. Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing in this one, 9.6. What I got here? We have an Amazing Spider-Man 316 and a 9.0, and that's a newsstand copy. Come on, get over there. Got 3 more. We got a nice copy of Marvel Spotlight 28, and that's in a 9.2. We got a New Teen Titans number 1 and a 9.6. And last but not least, in this box, we have another Teen Titans and a 9.6 as well. So not as many 9.8s in this one. Started off strong, and it kind of teetered out pretty quick. That's too bad. I like to see a lot higher grades than that, but them's the breaks. Let me put these back. As I put them back, go to the chat room again. I got one more box. Don't go anywhere. I was going to do 2 boxes, then do another box later, but I said, what the hell? Get them all done in one shot. Blade Man says, I will be at the show Sunday. Roy wants to do wings afterwards. See you there. Wings sound great. I haven't had wings in a long time. Comic Journey, do you do staple replacement as well? I can, yes. I can. But the big question is, why do you want to replace the staples? Right? You need to be very careful when you're doing stuff like that. So, yeah. But I have, and I can. All right. Dennis Mason. Let's see what Dennis is saying. Piss break. No, it wasn't a piss break. Marching orders, too much work. Ooh, MJ, show me action. No tattoos. Who feeding? Dennis, you always got so much to say. Claremont Day in Canada, that's right. Someone just hung up. The internet baffles my tender eggshell mind. Time and illusion. Yes. Whoa, where are we going here? Let's jump there. Where are we going here? Where'd everybody go? I don't know, but I don't know. We're all reading what you're saying, I think, Dennis. Dimensional porthole every time you turn around. You said Quickler. I know. I did say Quickler. How much is big money? I think I mentioned that. Renee. Hey, Renee. How's it going? Hi, Kevin. Finally catching you live. Going to ask you something you've never heard before. Getting closer. Pressing my books. Renee, your books are done. Your books are done. And they are packed and ready to go to CGC. There you go. Bet you never thought you were going to hear that, did you? They are done. I just finished your books. And there was a lot of bloody books in there. It was a big order. And I think they're actually... Is that one of them right there? No. Where are they? I'm not sure where they are. They are all done, though, Renee. They might actually be already on the way to CGC now that I think about it. I said a really big order, 2 big boxes last week, and I got another big one going out this week. But yeah, yours are done, Renee. Congratulations. I'm glad, because, yeah, it was a big order. So there you go. Wayne, I guess Mrs. Doctor is okay with all the comics flying around your house. I can only imagine her tripping over them in the morning, screaming out, Kevin! She is, I've said this before, Mrs. Comic Doctor is actually very patient with this. She's just not, doesn't seem to bother her. And I'm surprised because I know other such women would not be happy with, boxes everywhere. And that's the way it is. We got boxes everywhere. And a big part of this is, again, those freaking economy books. If it wasn't for that, I always had 3 or 4 or 5 boxes lying around, but now I've got like double that. And I'm anxious to get the books back to people. If you are local and you want your books back as they come, and you don't mind coming to pick them up if you're in Toronto, I'm okay with that. You just gotta give me notice so I can grab the books and sort them before I go. But yeah, it is a pain. But she's fantastic when it comes to this stuff. She does not bust my nuts because I have comic books everywhere. Dennis says, Montreal's an illusion. No, it's real. I've been there. Appreciate speedy payment. Are you mad, sir? Neil, at the show when you're taking subs, can we mail invoices if the postmark checks out? It's a submit. Are you talking about the submission, Neil? Like the actual submission? Your date is the date on your submission form. That's it. I do it in order so when they come in. I can vouch for his flexibility on timing of payments for large invoices. Amazing person to deal with. Thanks. Yes, thanks, Wayne. That's no problem. Again, I don't mind. I got your books. I don't. They're not going anywhere. But yeah, I mean, bills got to get paid. It's simple. And the CGC process is not cheap. I've seen some bills where I'm like, what? I do work for a couple of dealers too, and they'll send 200-300 books at a time, and I'm like, wow. Tigra. Lots of empowered females in comics for what, 88 years? Facetious. What happened to the female Venom? I forgot her name. Yeah, I remember that. That was a pretty big book for a while. Tom W. Hey, Doc. How you doing, Tom? How are you? Sam says, finished watching Moon Knight. Slow start, nice ending. Yeah, Sam, it was okay. I didn't absolutely love Moon Knight. I'm telling you guys, go and check out Miss Marvel. It's actually been my favorite so far. Really has been. The books are done. I never heard that before. This is historical. Renee's books are done. Good to hear. Send me the bill. Renee, the bill is coming soon. Probably in a couple. As soon as they arrive at CGC, they might even be there. Within about 3 weeks, you'll get a bill. Don't worry, it's coming. Dennis, some women respect passion. As a restorer, I so appreciate the original staples. Yeah, unless they're all rusty. That's why a lot of guys want the staples done. Okay, let's go to the last box. I will go to the be right back logo here or page, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. One more. This box is about 20 books. It's not quite as big, but I'll be there in 1 sec. All right, I'm back. See, I can't stand when they send me boxes with lots of bubble wrap in it. That means it's not a full box, but I guess if they didn't send it, these books would be sitting there for God knows how much longer. Let me get more of the bubble wrap out. One more. Oh, that's it. All right, let's see what we got. Please, let there be 9/8 in this box. Well, we're not starting with one, that's for sure. We got a 9.2. Zatanna number 15, is it? Yeah, there we go. Nice cover, though. And so far, no cracked books, which is a good thing, right? Let's see what else we got here. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 149, first appearance of Spider-Man clone in a 7.0, off-white to white. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing that many ripples on here, which is good. Whew. Finally. Deadpool Merc with a Mouth number 7 and a 9.8. That's okay. That's a good thing. Now let's keep that trend going, CGC. Let's get some more 9/8s out here. By the way, did you guys see this? Pretty good. Pretty good. The ending was pretty awesome. All right, next we've got San Diego Comic-Con. First appearance of Hellboy. That's not a bad grade, 9.6. That's not bad. That's a clean book. I can see why it's a 9.6, but yeah. X. Oh, is that cracked? No, it's not cracked. I think it's cracked. What is that? It's got this weird little tab at the bottom here. Anyways, X-Men 266 and an 8.5. And it's a newsstand. It's got this weird tab. Huh. Oh, well, not... Oh, wait. I don't think it's cracked. No. No ripples, so that's okay. But an 8.5. It's got a lot of spine ticks, a lot of color-breaking spine ticks. So that's why that's an 8.5. Oh, there we go. Like that. 9.8. First appearance of Cable. I'm sure that book will pop again once they announce the next Deadpool movie. 9.6, Hulk 340. That's the second one I think we saw today. I think. If my memory serves. If my memory is correct. What else do we got? Avengers Annual number 10 in a 9.00. Oh my gosh, time for bed, Kev. When your English starts to wane, it means you're tired and it's time for bed, I suppose. Next, we have an Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16 and the first appearance of the new Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau. That was pretty hot for a while. That's a newsstand copy. That was going kind of crazy during the whole WandaVision show. That was getting a lot of these books in. Let's see. We got Amazing Spider-Man 361 with the first appearance of Carnage. Holy crap! And a 9.4. That book's tanking big now. You get a 9.6 for $200. Did you see how much the Eternals number 1 is tanked? You can pick up an Eternals number 1 and a 9.8 right now for $800 US. And I think it was going up to $3,600 before the movie came out. So it's just tanked. All right, there we go. Nice 9.8 copy of Amazing Spider-Man 316. And I have not seen any labels yet or invoices. So I got a feeling this might be a one-trick pony, a one-person order. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 299 and an 8.5. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 238 First Hobgoblin. Yeah, man, a lot of the same books, eh, guys? We see what people want. It is what it is, right? These modern books that everybody wants, these particular keys. And yeah, and they're attainable. They're not hard to come by, right? So we see a lot of them. They're not cheap by any measure, but we do see a lot of them now. Ninja Turtles number 95 and a 9.6 IDW. I'm going to put some of these back. It's good. Oops. Starting to be a pretty large stack there. All right, so next we have Tank Girl number 1 in a 9.6. All right. We've got 30 Days of Night number 1. These are Brad's books. Brad, are these your books? You out there, Polidano? 9.4. And by the way, if you're looking for some really nice books, check out Potishen. P-O-T-I-S-H-E-N. P-O-T-I-S-H-E-N. He's on Instagram, and he has way too many slabs, and he's trying to sell a lot of his collection. So if you want some good deals and some really nice modern books mostly, check them out. A lot of modern keys. 9.4 Predator. We've got a Masters of the Universe number 1, DC, and a 9.6. We then have a copy of Dragon's Lair. Yeah, I think this is Potishen's books. Dragon Lair #1. Now, these books are starting to get really popular. These video game books, you know, this particular one, the Mario Brothers #1 is huge. There's another one that I see a lot now. Mario Brothers, I forget. There's one more, but I've been seeing this one too. And yeah, these books are becoming quite popular as video games are starting to really hike in popularity, collectability, I should say. The related comics are also skyrocketing. Here we go. There's another one here. Adventures of Super Mario Brothers in a 9.6. There's another copy, the yellow one of this series, I think. Or I think one's called Adventures of Super Mario Brothers, and one's just Super Mario Brothers, I believe. Anyways, again, pretty popular. All right, and then we have, okay, I think there's the other one. Legend of Zelda. It's at a 9.4. Yeah, not bad copy. All right, so again, comic books based on video games, another popular trend here. We have another one, Super Mario Brothers #1. There's still another one. So that full yellow covered one is really popular, 9.4, and very expensive too. And then finally, we have Marvel Chillers #1. And that is in a 9.4. I always like this cover. It's a pretty cool cover, I always thought. Right? Gil Kane and Tom Palmer cover. Cool. Now, I have the invoices right in front of me. They finally appeared. So I can tell you straight up that we have 1, 2, 3 different invoices here. So 18 of these books are, well, there's 9, 9, and 5. So, yeah. Anyways, some of these might belong to Brad, some to other people. Anyways, guys, there you go. There's 3 boxes. There should be more on the way as well. Probably next week. There's nothing, I think, heading out imminently. But I did send some books in walkthrough. So those should be coming back, pretty quickly. If you haven't done so already, guys, please head over to... or please hit the subscribe button, the like button, all that jazz too. If you haven't, we had 40 people here today at 28 likes. Doesn't cost you a darn thing. Get over there, hit that like button. It does help my analytics here on YouTube. And again, guys, if you're new here, if you like looking at comic books and checking out CGC books unboxing, this is the place for you. I'm also going to be starting up my What's in the Press show again, probably in the July sometime. We'll actually show you the books as I'm working on them. A few of them, not all of them. It'll take me forever to do that. But so please consider subscribing and watching the show. And I have other ideas for other shows that will be coming your way as well. Let's get back to the chat room really quick and say our goodbyes and see what else you guys are talking about before I take off. Let's see. Oh, there he is. All right. Yeah. Dennis is saying as a restore. Yes, Jamie, Wonder Woman now in the $1 Million Club. Wow, is it? Now, all those Golden Age books, right? And the Silver Age books, they're the ones, right? They are the ones. Dennis, I never thought I'd say that too. It's actually not. I thought it was pretty good. And if you've been watching Robert and John Campia, they like it too. I think it's a real shame that people didn't give it a chance. It's actually, I think, one of the better ones. I heard Tom screaming on his less non-sensitive crew. There you go. I understand Tom, however, never lose it in front of the crew. Oh, it was a good movie. WandaVision is aging well. I haven't watched it since I saw it. Hobgoblin is getting huge in YT. Tank Girl, yes, great little 30 Days a Night. Yeah, pot to then. Time for She Predator. Yeah, one day. I think Tank Girl and 30 Days is mine. Same with Predator and Masters of the Universe. They're mine. You know what, Wayne? They could very well be. Because I'll tell you, I don't think I've sent in any other 30 Days of Nights. They probably are. So there's your answer. I guess the fast track does work. Dennis Mason and her child based entirely on the plot of Kill Bill. Mario, so cute. Yeah, those are mine. All the last ones. Cool. Trend or paradigm, we'll see. Anything female seems to be trending pretty big these days, eh? I just read something today. They said that Natalie Portman is going to be the new Thor moving forward. Don't know how I feel about that, but whatever. Grades aren't bad, Wayne. Congrats. I played, thanks Neil, I played Pong in 80 and I lost. Wayne, those are my fast tracks, but my standards didn't come in. Yeah, fast tracks will beat the standard now, it looks like, but they'll be here soon. They'll be here soon. James, thanks, Kevin. I'll see you at the show. You got it, James. Stacy GDCD, good night and have a great weekend at the comic show this week. I plan on it. Guys, thanks again so much for coming out. It's been about an hour, so I'm getting the heck out of here and hitting the sack. Thanks for dropping by. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button too and the notification bell so you'll know when I go live next. And yeah, until next time, take care. Be safe. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.